vowel for most people to sing, not everybody, because everybody's mouth is different, would be an A sound. So I want you to sing A. And notice that when I sing A, automatically my tongue moves downwards. A, which means that my throat is more open and able to hit harder pitches while singing an A sound. Now let's go from an A to an O. An O sound's also one of the more open vowels, but certain people's muscles are built differently, so sometimes people's O sounds are harder to sing than A sounds and vice versa. So sing O, A. For me, an A is easier to sing. An O makes my tongue and my jaw move a little further down, so if I'm on a deeper tone, like a deeper sound, it's a little easier. Now let's do that moving into a more difficult or closed off vowel. The E sound is the most closed off sound that you're going to be able to create as a singer. And that means that if you're trying to sing a high note on an E sound, it's not you that's the problem, it's the vowel sound. So let's try it. We're going to go from an A to an E sound. A, E. So notice how my mouth automatically closes as soon as I say the E sound. A, E. Often people sing E sounds like a sandwich. E, to create the most amount of space inside of their mouth as possible. So if you're singing a high note and it's on an E sound and you keep messing it up over and over and over, maybe the earlier part of the song is a verse and you sing a different word there which happens to have an A on it. That sometimes is the reason why it's easier or harder to sing certain notes in a song, is because of the vowel sound. Let's do another one. An I is called a diphthong. A diphthong means you're going from one shape into another. So for instance, I'm making an I and then an E. It will watch my mouth. I. So you can't say I without the E sound, which means the I is also a closed vowel, but may be easier for some people to create than just an E sound because it does have that open space. Last one we're going to work on today would be a U. So do U, and we'll switch it from an easier vowel into a harder vowel. A, U, O, U. You try it with me. A, U, O, U. The difficulty with a U is that your tongue is going to start forward in your mouth and then move into your throat as you say that vowel sound. And since we sing with vibrations, when you go from a higher note to a lower note, really what's changing is the number of vibrations per second. A higher note has more vibrations per second. So if you're trying to create a word that has a high note that has a bunch of vibrations per second, but at the same time your tongue is moving into your throat and cutting off that space to being able to create it, it could be more difficult to sing.